If you're still struggling to break free from debt, tired of going paycheck to paycheck, there is a booster sauce for that problem, and I will be talking about some of the ingredients. Hello, my name is Luis Rivera. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, so this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for being here. This is what we were doing when we were trying to find our first house. So this is what happened. So we applied for a loan first, and they basically approved us for something that it was too low to purchase any house in the area. There was nothing that cheap. So what we had to do is we had to take some time, a few years, while we were working on making more money, saving more money, and also getting our credit score better. What we were doing, within that period of time, while we were waiting, we were still checking the internet, looking for houses, checking out the houses that were in our price range, and now and then we would go, and check some houses out, right? Then when we got closer to the time when we were actually going to apply again for a loan, we started looking, more often, looking for houses more often, and then we would do the same thing. Like we would drive to the neighborhood, check the neighborhood out, see what's around the neighborhood, like shopping centers, parks, and everything else, the things that we were interested in, and then we would go to see the house. And by that I mean like driving by the house and just looking at it from the outside. And if we like the neighborhood, if we feel like, hey, yeah, this is a place that we can live, and the house looks, from the outside looks pretty good, then we would talk to our a realtor, and then we would ask her, hey, can we check this house? What do you think? And then she would give us some feedback, and sometimes the information was not good, and maybe that's why the house was a low price, and sometimes there was something else, and that we just continue looking. When we got to the time that we had to apply again and see how much they would approve us for, we went ahead and did that. They gave us a number, and then with that number we started looking for houses, more like specific houses, with that number. At that point, we already knew that we were pre-approved for that number, and so we just started looking for houses. And I cannot remember, but we went to see a bunch of houses, maybe like 20 houses, something like that. It was a crazy number. I remember that almost every weekend we were looking at houses, and even during weekdays, I would get off of work, and sometimes I would go drive and look at a house. And how we were finding those houses is we were looking in Zillow, look at the house, we liked it, and then we would see the house and see the neighborhood. Sometimes the houses, they were beautiful, but then when we drove to the neighborhood, then we look at the neighborhood, we were like, nah, this neighborhood, there's nothing around here. I don't really, feel it. So next. And so we just went like that for a while. And I remember I found two houses that were in the price range. One was a little bit higher, but close to the price range that we had been pre-approved. And we went to see the two houses, and I actually liked both houses. So when we saw the houses, we immediately called our agent, and we were like, hey, we saw these houses, and they look good from the outside. They are in our price range. Can you show us these houses? And so she arranged for the following weekend to go check them out, and we went to see both houses. I liked both of them. One was like $10,000 over the number that we were pre-approved for. So we decided to get the other one that was in our price range, and that's what we ended up doing. But the process was, I feel like it was really beautiful process, like an adventure, like going to see the houses, and you start looking at the house, and then you start looking at the pictures, and then you start daydreaming, looking what's around that neighborhood and start thinking like, oh my God, if I live in this neighborhood, I could go here to this shopping center, I could go to this park, I could probably find a job around here. And we were doing all that, and it was wonderful. When we found the house that we ended up buying, it was right there where we wanted it. And yeah, we did it. We went ahead and got the house. It was exactly what we were expecting. It was not hard to find a house, but it was time consuming, and we had to repeat the same process over and over and over again. But at the end, we got what we wanted. And yeah, that's my message for you. If you have something in mind, go look for it, and you're probably not gonna find it immediately. It's not gonna be the first one, the second one, the third one. We actually got to know almost the whole city, because we were driving from one side to the other looking at houses, and yeah, it was a really good experience. So yeah, I invite you to do that, and good luck, and go out there and better your life.